What is going on, guys? Spartan D here, and today we are going to be doing supply prep on heroic difficulty, which is not as bad as you think when you have a team like this. I have Tasia grabbed here, I have Ren, I have Solveig, and I have Smiley, who's nearly at 60. I've simply just held my leveling materials in reserve simply because I'm deciding on what units to level up at this stage, just to optimize the teams a bit more, focus down on those units to get them up to, like, 50-55 range, and as well as their gear, get that leveled up. As you see, I've been farming gold a bit. So I'll likely do that. Also haven't done the large instance delta zone just yet, so I have about another million gold to grab from there. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop in. There's always a bit of like startup lag, and I'm not sure why at this point, because I need to check the settings. Might have something to do with the settings, which they should be the same. Yeah, see, it's fine now for the most part. There's a little bit stutter, but yeah, with this team, there's not really anything to worry about. Like, I'm not gonna have any trouble with this. I could have opted for like a snowy or something, and I'd have been perfectly fine. Just pop this here because I'm gonna get it back, especially when they're all bunched up like this. I'm on auto attacking so fast. It just sounds like compiled attacks. Especially when they're all grouped up like that. And as you can see, it's, I definitely get rid of her. When there's too many on the screen, it seems like that happens. Oh wow, you lived because of the shield, huh? There you go, we just hold on to that. This is definitely... And there's so many. Let's take care of them first. Just use Ren's here. Mainly to break that shield a bit. Shit's pretty nuts. That is one thing here. I would not recommend doing this if you don't have good enough DPS, and I have a fairly strong team, so this is something that this is not something I'm really worried about. And this is the case where you kind of see the Solveig shield is like necessary. Because otherwise, the only people who are going to be able to prosper here is Ren, but even she gets, even she's bothered by the stun locking. We get a little bit of healing there from Smiley since Tasia is the lowest there. You can see it. it's quite the nice heal. You see it there, 1100. It's just really good. We're just slowly but surely eating away at their health. And you could argue that I could, stop wasting my time with these units and then go straight for Esmerelda instead. And I wouldn't really disagree with you. I just think the sooner we get rid of them, the easier it'll be. Because once she gets past a certain threshold, she's going to start healing. She's, yeah, you see, she already kind of is. And that's a problem. That's why I've been, like, avoiding, at least attempting to avoid hitting her as much as I can. Just get these guys out of the way. Yeah, we need that. Otherwise, you probably, like, I would recommend just getting rid of these guys first. Because if you leave them up, they're just going to continue stun locking and being a nuisance. But Esmerelda by herself is nothing to worry about. And they're all nearly gone anyway. There. She's almost gone. I believe I said it in I don't know if I released the video. I might not have released the video. But Esmeralda is definitely one of the more difficult bosses just because of the shielding and the healing that they end up giving off is just like, it's a lot, man. But so long as you have a team of this caliber, the investment, it's wow, I wish I could have seen how many you actually get from there. But yeah. Something to remember with supply prep is that Monday through Friday, if you don't know, like, you want to make sure you're doing the highest possible difficulty. And it's tricky because at some point you're going to be faced, if you're upgrading multiple mechs, you're going to be faced with a difficult issue, especially if you're not spending money. Like, okay, I just don't get enough of these, and it's going to take a while for you to, even with money, it'll take you a while to get these mechs online, because you get about, at least from Heroic, I believe it's like 30 plus 33 or something like that. Or is that hell difficulty? And that's why I wanted to, like, see it there. But Monday through Friday, you want to be doing the hardest difficulty. Saturday and Sunday are the ones that are, like, specialized. So, like, here we can go to them. And when you go in here, it's only going to be, the lowest rarity of every type, meaning, the weapon, the mount, the cockpit, the frame, and then the chip as well, right? Normal, same thing. As you go through, it's all of them, so on and so forth. All purple, all orange, and then this one. This is why it's really difficult, because this is like the best means for you to grab these rainbow blueprints, these these upgrade blueprints. All the, like, for today, right? You only get so many. It's not really that much. I believe with Heroic, that you get a lot more than you would with the Monday through Friday. As far as, like, the difficulty, Esmeralda's pretty darn difficult. PN26 isn't difficult for me, at least. I haven't really had any difficulty whatsoever with it. It's honestly one of the easiest. This guy can prove to be an issue depending on his attack pattern. And if you aren't quick enough to get out of the way of his AoE attack. Besides that, so long as you have some, you know, some sustain, some form of healing, Solveig, the damage that he does isn't, you know, too great. Don't shy away from working on your defenses when dealing with this individual. Violet's difficult. Violet's difficult if you don't have a good amount of accuracy. She ends up becoming a problem because of the fact that, you know, she moves around enough and has enough evasion to where if you don't have good accuracy, she can get out of hand really fast. This one's pretty simple. In my experiences, the attack pattern is the same. It's just in front of you, so you might want to use your, you know, your strongest unit, be it like something like Solveig, someone's really tanky or someone who can, you know, sustain very well, control them, have them avert the attention of the boss away, and it should be pretty simple from there. The attacks don't really get too crazy. They're you know, pretty easily dodged. You know, speaking, you know, for heroic, and they will, you know, spawn their little minions, so you would do well to get rid of them, but also divert the attention of the main boss, because they do hit pretty hard. If they do hit you, it will hurt. Evelynn Pathogen, she's not really difficult if you have Solveig, and you have Solveig set up the way that I do, and how, you know, eventually many people will, if they don't already. Her attack pattern is, you know, fairly simple. It's pretty easy to dodge. Even if you don't have the shield, the stun doesn't like you have more than enough time to get out of the way of her initial attack, so long as you're not like right inside of her or like right in front of her as she's charging it up. You should have, you know, enough time to get out of the way. But yeah, this was supply prep on heroic difficulty. Let me just show off, you know, this is the strength that my team has currently. I haven't really done too much with the team. I've been stockpiling my resources just because I know Eloise is like right around the corner, and Evelynn Pathogen, and I'll be getting the both of them. So I've not really since touched them, but you know, they're fairly strong. They're strong enough. Yeah, as you can see here, I've been working on Tasia here. Now, I've also been curious as to what this augment, you know, does, but I have a ways to go. As you can see, I only have 27 here. It might be a few weeks before I'm able to grab this. I'd say 2 weeks at most, so long as I'm doing heroic with these weapon augments. What is that sign? Is that Gamma? I don't remember what that sign is. I believe that's Gamma. I don't think that's Sigma. Is that? I don't remember those those signs. But yeah, that concludes the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, leave feedback as well. If I missed anything in what I described, feel free to let me know in the comments. And if you didn't like the video, that's okay too. But with that being said, I will see you all in the next video.